This just came in. I purchased this on Amazon. It was a okay price. It was about $300 for a 5 terabyte one. It usually goes for around $400 to $500, a 5 terabyte version of this. So the idea behind this is that you store your data in this device, and in order to access it, you plug it in through a connected USB-A cable to your computer, any computer, Mac, Windows. I think it does Linux also. Let me look at the compatibility. Yeah, these are everything that is compatible with, and it's pretty much compatible with every OS out there. And you plug it in, you dial the number, and then you can access your files. It's a 2.5-inch drive inside. Of what I've learned about it is that you can set it up so that after a certain amount of tries, it'll wipe the drive. It's also a secret code, like if someone has, God forbid, they have you at gunpoint asking you to put in the code, you can put in a false code and it'll open up the drive but erase all the content. Also, if you try to open it up, it will destroy the drive. So it's supposed to do all that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I'm not sure why I would need it. This is more like a 007 Secret Service, super duper secret keeping kind of person. I don't think I have that type of data, but I was just really curious to see how it worked, how well it worked. And maybe there are people out there who actually would need this. So I'm just doing the video for that. It's gonna be a look at, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna do a speed test to write to it and everything to see how long it takes. Do some general stuff and let you know if it works. Yeah. Let's open it up for now. Security seal. Now the reason I bought a 5 terabyte is because I really believe in having more than I need than needing any more. So I really only have about, if I ended up keeping this, my documents that I would like to secure. I probably have maybe 500 gigs of that information. So I don't know, but I thought to myself, you know, I don't know how big files are gonna end up getting in years from now. So maybe I should buy more than I need. So that way I'll always have enough space. If I do end up keeping it, like I said, I'm not sure. This is everything that comes inside of it. I'll have this all at the end. This is the instruction manual. It tells you everything. Again, I'll have that all at the end. I'll look everything over so I can set it up. And the actual device. So this is everything inside. Let's look at the device itself. What I like about it is that there is no software to install. So even the Western Digital encryption drives that I have some, after a few years, there is one drive that I do have to install a software to update Windows to allow it so that I can access it when I put the encryption on it. I've also had drives where you use fingerprint. After a few years, you have to update the software, you have to update the drivers. The thing is that scares me about that is, how about the company goes out of business, then what? So with this, I don't think there's any firmware or software update. So you pretty much, it's generic, sort of like going to an ATM. You dial the number has to be has to be at least 7 digits. And I think the max is 20. So it comes in a nice case, Let me measure the case. This is the little hand wrist lanyard. Pretty cool. Let me see the weight on this with the case. Again, I'll have all the paperwork at the end. Let me see. Come on. It's not that heavy. So that's with the case. Let's see without the case. This one is blue. Wow, it's really nice looking. Information on the back. It's a nice feeling case. What's that for? I have no idea. Let me just show you around it. This is the integrated USB-A. I don't know what that's for. I have ink all over my hands. I was fixing a printer earlier, and the ink got all over me. So let's measure the actual cable itself. The cable itself is about 4 inches long, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, maybe 4 and 1/8. So regular USB-A, blue, so it should be USB 3. I'll see how fast it is. I don't know if that's just a clip to keep the cable connected. It goes right in. No issues. Nice. Oh, you have to pull it down. Pull it. Yep. I think it's just to clip it in. It's nice. It's soft, very soft, very nice to the feeling to the hand. Has all the digits. I hope that the digits don't wear out after a while. This is the shift key. Unlock, lock, unlock, and I have no idea what that is for. Oh, that's for administrative mode. To get into the administrative mode, that gives you other options, other things to do. So the size of the drive is that thick. It's nice. I hope it's sturdy. I'm not going to drop it, but I think it should be sturdy. It's a nice drive. I really like it. The buttons feel firm. They feel like they're gonna last a long time. It's gonna be cool to play with this. Try it out. I like it a lot. So let me try it out. Let me set it up, and we'll go over some things in regards to wiping the drive, checking things out, going through certain things. We'll see if it's yay or nay. Oh, let me do the weight. I don't think I did that. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter. I'm gonna sit down, read the instructions, as there are many options. And again, I'll have this all at the end. 15 digits. Sorry, I said 20. 15 digits. First time use, it goes through a check. And according to the instructions, it's going to go through a 3 test stages, blinking in sequences of red, green, and blue, followed by 2 green blinks and then to red. When you plug it drive will go into standby state, and when the LED is solid red, you enter the default pin, which is that one, to unlock it. Did it finish its check? Let's see. Okay, it's not showing up on the drive yet, on the computer. This PC section, I'm seeing all my other drives except this one. So let's try the default. The default password is 11223344. Then you press the unlock code. There it goes. Oh, you heard the computer. It's unlocked. Awesome. This came up. Cool. That was easy. This is the properties information of the actual drive itself. It's exFAT. I might change that to NTFS. I know why it's exFAT, and that's so that it will definitely work to read and write on a Mac. Let me figure this out. According to the instruction, you should never pull the drive out of the computer. You either shut down the computer and pull it out, or you eject it under the eject option, and you right click the drive under this PC, or actually, yeah, this PC, you eject it, right click, and then choose eject. Okay, my PC's not giving me an eject, so I'm actually gonna press lock and see what happens. Okay, that ejected it for me. Don't pull it out. According to the instructions, it can cause it to corrupt, and I believe it, since it is formatted at exFAT. That's my biggest problem with exFAT or FAT32. They corrupt often. You have to do everything by the book. If you pull out the drive and the drive is exFAT or FAT32, you got a 50-50 chance that you just corrupted the drive, and hopefully you can recover it. That's why I like NTFS. I've done some damage to NTFS, and it just keeps going. There's times that it stops working, but the format is awesome. Let me see what I'm gonna do. So the way I'm setting this up, it's the normal setup. I'm going to create an admin password and a user password, and that is it. So I'm connecting it to the computer. In order to set this up, to my understanding, you have to connect it to the computer so it's locked. So right now, according to the instructions, it's in standby mode, which is red. The default admin pin is 11223344, and then you press lock. So let's do that. 11223344, unlock. There it goes. Now it comes up on the computer. As you can see, the actual manual is there. And now, to change the admin code, it has to be a minimum of 7 and a maximum of 15 digits. It cannot contain any sequential numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or even in reverse order. It cannot contain any repeating numbers, so they can't be all 1s, all 2s, or all 3s. You can use the shift key, can be used for an additional combination. Example, shift plus 1 is a separate value to just 1. So 1 and shift 1 are two different values. Doesn't tell me what that value is to shift 1. what it is. I guess it's just shift 1. So you can use the shift button in combination with the numbers. I'm not doing that. So right now in standby mode red, you hold down both the unlock and the 1 button. So let's do that. To change the admin pin to your own unique 7 to 15 digit pin, follow the steps below. In standby mode, which is red, so I'm gonna put it back in standby mode. Now, you have 2 options to unlock this. You can actually just press the unlock button here, but they actually suggest to eject it. My only problem is that my computer is not showing it to be ejectable. So as you see it there, I cannot eject it. There is no eject. Nothing. But I am gonna format it. I don't think the format of the drive matters. So I'm gonna format it to NTFS. Just gonna leave it like that for now. Oh, let me move the document from here. It's gonna destroy that data. So remember to move the manual off the device. I would suggest also backing it up in your documents folder. So right now it's acting like a regular drive. As you can see, it's still green and unlocked. And the format is complete. Let me make sure it comes up. Yep. Ah, you know what? In NTFS, it's going to allow me to eject, I think. No, it's not. There is absolutely no eject here at all. So let me open it up. Nothing in there. Let me put this back. Okay. And now, okay, it's red. So let's start the switching of the admin code. That was bizarre. Let me just do something. 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. Unlock. It's unlocked. Perfect. And it should allow me to. Sorry about that. Wrong button. Lock. There it goes. Okay. Now the lock, it does work. I'm sorry. I'm seeing the unlock button, but I'm not thinking unlock button. Okay, that being done, let's go to the, now that it's in standby mode, I'm gonna switch it, the admin code. So I'm gonna press down and I'm gonna press and hold down both the unlock and the number 1 key. So the unlock and the number 1 key. And we'll start blinking green and blue, and then go to blue. So once that's done, these 2 blink. You gotta press the admin code, the default one, 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4, and then you have to press the unlock button. And there it goes. Now it's set to change. It'll be a blue LED. So now you see it's in admin mode right there. Now you hold down the unlock plus 2 buttons, plus the 2 button. So now I'm going to switch it, and I have to press the unlock plus the 2 button. Unlock and the 2 button together, and it's going to it should be going to a blinking green and a solid blue LED once I do that. Yep, blinking green, solid blue. Now I gotta enter my new admin code. I can't tell you. For fun, I'll just show you. I missed it. Hold on a second. So let's do that again. It'll be unlock plus 2, and I'm gonna make it 1, 4. I'm gonna just go straight down this way. And then you press the unlock. Okay, and then it says re-enter the new admin pin, and then press the unlock button again. So I do it again. And it's switched. Okay. And I'm done. I just switched it to 147.258.369. And to exit the administrative mode, which is that blue light there, I have to just click the lock button, and that's it. So the admin changing of PIN is similar to the making a user. So with the user, it's number 3 instead of number 2. So to create a user, it's on solid red, and what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna press the unlock plus the 1 key. Unlock, 1 key. It's gonna start blinking. Yep, there it goes. And in there, I gotta put in the default admin, which was 147. I changed it. And then I gotta press the unlock button. Okay. Now in admin mode, it should be a solid blue LED, and it's not showing me a blue LED. So let me try that again. I'm gonna do unlock in 1. Okay. Hold on a second. Unlock in 1. This is the admin code I changed it to. Okay. Okay, now it's in admin mode, as you can see. Perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is switch it. Now I'm gonna create the user. I'm gonna do unlock and 3. And it's gonna go green, blue, green, blue. Or blue, green, green, blue. And I'm gonna hold it. It's gonna start switching. Okay, there it goes. And now what I'm gonna do is press the new user pin. I'm gonna go backwards this time. And press the unlock key. And then I gotta re-enter it again. And press the unlock key. And the user's created. And the drive should open up. Hopefully now. Nope, it's still in admin mode. I gotta get out of admin mode. To get out of admin mode, you just press the lock key. Now I'm gonna just try to log in as a user. To enter admin mode, the process is putting in the code and then putting in the PIN or the code and then pressing unlock. To enter user mode, that's what it was. I was trying to do it through the admin mode. But through the user mode, what you have to do is press unlock first, press your code, and then press unlock again, and it'll come up. You'll get used to it after you're doing it, and it's supposed to come up. So let's see what happens. There it goes. Perfect. And now it came up, as you can see. So let me see what happens if I just press any code and try to do it. Okay, so let me do unlock and the user code all messed up, and do unlock again. to lock. Let me try it again. I'm just pressing anything. After going over some more details on the website, there are thousands of them. Well, it looks like thousands of things. There's a lot of things you can do with it. So I think there are ways, but you have to use the shift key and different number combinations to create like secret codes where if you put in the wrong code, you know, let's say someone's got you at gunpoint, you could create a different amount, a different file somewhere else on the drive that'll come up with some things that you don't care if they get to, but they can see that the drive is opened. So that way they can't access your real data. You know, it's like a deterrent. You know, you can put in a fake code and it gives them fake information on the drive. It'll look like it's unlocked, showing your data. There's also a way of a certain amount that you dial, it'll just erase everything. I'm not gonna get into all that. I'm gonna do it very basics, exactly what I just showed you. One of the nice things about this, that if somebody steals this and they try to take it apart to access the drive itself, according to the information on the company website, the data inside the hard drive will become, you won't be able to access it. It'll be inaccessible. You won't be, it'll destroy it through hardware. So there's absolutely no way to get in except with the code. Don't forget the code, because if you forget the code, you're going to lose your data. Again, just before I end the video, I like it. I think I'm gonna keep it. It's really, really cool. And just to give you a heads up and a reminder, to enter the different modes, and I would set up an admin pin separate from the user pin. It is highly recommended. I think that you should do this, is that to make sure that the user code and the admin code are two separate entities. There should be a way, if you forget one, that you can access the other. So I would make it different. You could make the admin code and the user code the same. You could do that. I've already tried it. It works. Whereas the only difference is the way you get in. To get in as an admin, you would put the PIN and then the unlock. For a user, it's the PIN. It's the unlock, PIN plus unlock. That's the only difference. But I like the drive. I really do. I think it's great. It's a great security feature, and like I said, it works on anything. Be careful. I formatted NTFS. I have a program on my Mac that reads NTFS and writes NTFS, so that's not an issue. But for the most part, you may have an issue plugging into a Mac. If you have it in NTFS, it may not show up. So EXFAT is the new file system that goes across all OS, I think almost all OS. It will do Linux, Windows, and Mac. So I would suggest not doing what I did. You know, you can just leave it at the way it came in the default file format. I just like NTFS. Anyway, like I said, I don't have the eject coming up. Let me know if you have this, if you do have the eject. So it's coming up like it's a drive connected. I don't know, you know, connected physically within the computer. So the eject is not there, it's not coming up as a USB drive. So I don't have the option for eject, even though it says to use that over the lock key. So for now, I'll be using the lock key on this computer, but I have other computers, and hopefully the eject is easy to use on those. So again, it works fine, no issues whatsoever. I am doing it on a Windows. I'm on a Mac Air. I'm gonna see if it comes up with no issues. I don't have a Linux machine here, so I can't try a Linux machine. Again, it's formatted NTFS. Let me see what happens. Okay, there it is. I'm not hearing anything come up. on the computer, nothing's coming up. So let me dial the number, and if I remember, what was it? For a user, it's, I think it's unlock, and then the code. Okay, it's unlocked. It's blinking and nothing's coming up. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. So it's asking me if I want to add it to as a backup. No, I don't. There it is. Okay. And I think I may have the writing on this option on this device. There's the PDF of the disk. Yep, there it is. There we go. So let me see if I can create a new folder. I have the eject here. Cool. Okay, so eject. Yeah, I can't create anything. So I can see the items on the drive once I put in the code, but I can't see anything because it's NTFS. So I probably have, or Apple has allowed reading from NTFS but not writing to it. I don't know what OS this is. I don't know what version of laptop this is. I think it's a 2012, 2015, I'm not sure. But anyway, not getting into details, there's an app that allows you to read and write to NTFS. This one that seems not to have it, but even though it doesn't have it, I can still see the contents on the drive, as you can see. And I can open it, as you saw earlier. So all good. Now, before I go, I do want to do a speed test. I almost forgot to do a speed test on a Windows machine. Let me do a speed test on this drive. Blackmagic. I just ejected it and the lock icon came on. So I'm gonna directly connect it to my computer. That way I get a good accurate speed test. So let's go over it again. To unlock, you have, for a user, it's unlock, then the code. We all know the code, you saw me put it in already, and unlock again. And it should unlock real easy. It's getting easy and easy, I'm getting used to it. I guess the more I use it, the easier it'll be. Come on. There it goes, it's coming up. Let me do my Blackmagic speed test. Let's see how blazing fast it is. It seems to be, it's kind of tough to, I don't know what's going on, why it looks that way. It looks about 100 and, there it is. I'll see it there, 112. 17, it's not bad. These are the different read and writes for the different type of data. I usually go with the top one. For some reason, I think I gotta fix my resolution. It's not coming up correctly, but you get it here. Anyway, you can see now most of it is green, but again, it's not for running fast or putting games or anything on. You're just looking to leave data there and only access it when you need to. It's fast enough to drop documents or sensitive videos or anything like that. I like it. I like the drive. I really, really do. I was going to return it, but I think I'm gonna keep it. I really like it. I have to find sensitive data to put in there. I don't think I have any, but let me see. I'll talk with my wife and see what we can put in there. But it'll be a great tool to use to access. I'll give my wife the code, myself the code, and just to keep any type of information you want anybody else to access in the drive. I like it. Very expensive, but I guess R&D and what it does. So far, so good. I've now had it here for filming this video about 2 weeks. and I've been playing with it and everything and using it, and it's pretty cool. I really like it. All right, before I end the video, I just noticed something. When the drive is not being accessed, it stays solid green. It will blink when accessing the drive. So I'm going to double click on the manual. As you can see now, it's blinking. So the blinking is for accessing. I was writing the speed test and it just continued to blink. And it didn't let me eject the drive or lock it, which is good if you're in the middle of writing a document or something. You don't want to get ejected. So, your child comes by and presses the lock button. So I don't know if that's a feature, but it didn't let me lock or eject. See, it just let me. So when it was active and blinking, it wouldn't let me lock the drive or eject it. Now that I stopped writing to the drive or reading the items on the drive, it allowed me to eject it. I hope you liked the video. I hope it helps. Thank you. Bye.
Some info on item. iStorage diskAshur2 HDD 5TB blue, secure portable hard drive, password protected, dust and water resistant, portable, military grade hardware encryption USB 3.1 IS-DA2-256-5000-BE 03052021. Cost $357.90. Purchased on Amazon website, also available on B&H website. iStorage 4TB diskAshur2 USB 3.1 encrypted portable SSD, racing green. IS-DA2-256-5000-BE, MFR IS-DA2-256 SSD 4000-GN. In the box, iStorage 4TB diskAshur2 USB 3.1 encrypted portable SSD, racing green. Protective travel case. Limited 3-year warranty. Brand iStorage. Form factor 2.5-inch. Digital storage capacity 5 TB. Hardware interface USB 3.0. Read speed 148 megabytes per second. About this item. Easy to use, perfect solution to protect your digital assets. Simply enter a 715-digit PIN to authenticate and use as a normal portable HDD. When the drive is disconnected, all data is encrypted using AES-XTS 256-bit hardware encryption, no software required. The diskAshur2 helps you ensure compliance with data regulations such as GDPR, CCPA, HIPAA. The diskAshur2 is the perfect solution for storing your personal or company data. Carry the diskAshur2 with you wherever you go. Portable, rugged, dust and splash proof, IP56 certified. Without the PIN, there's no way in. All data transferred to the drive is encrypted in real time and is protected from unauthorized access even if the device is lost or stolen. The diskAshur2 incorporates a common criteria IL5+, hardware certified secure microprocessor. The diskAshur2 will work on any device with a USB port, no software is required. Compatible with MS Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Chrome, Android, Thin clients, Zero clients, embedded systems, Citrix and VMware. Transfer your files in seconds. Lightning fast backwards compatible USB 3.2 data transfer speeds. Up to 160 MBs read speeds, up to 143 MBs write speeds. Product description. diskAshur2 product header. The diskAshur2 USB 3.1 HDD SSD is an ultra-secure, PIN-authenticated, hardware-encrypted portable hard drive solid-state drive. Using the device couldn't be easier. Simply connect the integrated cable to any computer and enter a unique 715-digit PIN. Devices: auto lock, self-destruct, epoxy-coated keypad, OS and platform independent, no software required, works on any device with a USB port. Compatible with MS Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, Chrome, thin clients, zero clients, embedded systems, Citrix and VMware. Auto lock. The diskAshur2 automatically locks when unplugged from the host computer or power to the USB port is turned off, and can also be set to automatically lock after a predetermined amount of time. Self-destruct feature. You can pre-program the diskAshur2 with your own unique self-destruct pin, which once implemented, instantly deletes the encryption key, all pins, data, and then creates a new encryption key. Wear-resistant epoxy-coated keypad. Designed with protection in mind, the diskAshur2 wear-resistant epoxy-coated keypad hides key usage to avoid tipping off a potential hacker to commonly used keys. diskAshur2. Always protected. Keep your digital life's contents secure with built-in 256-bit AES hardware encryption. Durable device image. Safeguard your valuable and sensitive data. The diskAshur2 securely encrypts, stores and protects data to ensure compliance with stringent regulations such as GDPR, HIPAA and CCPA. High capacity. Have space to grow. Offering up to 16 terabytes of expansive capacity, you no longer have to compromise between space and security. Technical specifications. Interface USB 3.1 super speed, backwards compatible with USB 1, 2, 3. Capacities HDD, 500 GB 1 TB 2 TB 3 TB 4 TB 5 TB. SSD, 128 GB 256 GB 512 GB 1 TB 2 TB 4 TB 8 TB 16 TB. Speed HDD, 160 MBs, read, 143 MBs, write. SSD, 361 MBs, read, 358 MBs, write. Software free, compatible with MS Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Chrome, Android. Thin clients, zero clients, embedded systems, Citrix, VMware. Hardware data encryption AES-XTS 256-bit hardware encryption. Colors: Phantom Black, Ocean Blue, Fiery Red, Racing Green. iStorage, data security at your fingertips. Product information. Capacity 5 TB, color, Ocean Blue. Technical details. Collapse all. Other technical details. Brand iStorage. Series diskAshur HDD. Item model number IS-DA2-256-5000-BE. Hardware platform MS Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Chrome. Thin clients, zero clients, Android and embedded systems. Item weight 7.6 ounces. Product dimensions 4.72 x 3.15 x 0.59 inches. Item dimensions LXWXH 4.72 x 3.15 x 0.59 inches. Color: Ocean Blue. Flash memory size 5. Hard drive interface USB 3.0. Hard drive rotational speed 7200 RPM. Manufacturer iStorage. AUSN B074 page 1S6 page 5. Is discontinued by manufacturer? No. Date first available November 2017. Key features. 4 TB storage capacity. USB 3.1 with integrated cable. Read speeds up to 294 MBs. Write speeds up to 319 MBs. Show more. Guard your sensitive data from prying eyes with the Racing Green 4 TB diskAshur2 USB 3.1 encrypted portable SSD from iStorage. Featuring real-time AES-XTS 256-bit hardware encryption and PIN authentication, this portable USB 3.1 SSD keeps personal and corporate data safe while offering fast read and write speeds of up to 294 and 319 MBs. iStorage diskAshur2 overview. Guard your sensitive data from prying eyes with the racing green 4TB diskAshur2 USB 3.1 encrypted portable SSD from iStorage. Featuring real-time AES-XTS 256-bit hardware encryption and PIN authentication, this portable USB 3.1 SSD keeps personal and corporate data safe while offering fast read and write speeds of up to 294 and 319 MBs respectively. The diskAshur2 SSD's easy-to-use keypad enables you to securely access your data with your own unique 7 to 15-digit PIN. One of the underlying security features of the GDPR-compliant diskAshur2 SSD is its dedicated hardware-based secure microprocessor, Common Criteria IL4+ ready, which employs built-in physical protection mechanisms to defend against external tamper, bypass attacks, and more. The diskAshur2 SSD renders automated attacks useless by entering the deadlock frozen state. With software-free setup and operation, the diskAshur2 SSD is platform device independent and works across all operating systems including all versions of Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, Chrome, Thin clients, Zero clients, and embedded systems. Water and dust resistant, IP56 rated. No speed degradation, as fast as non-encrypted USB 3.1 HDDs. Desk lock slot. No software or drivers required, 100% hardware encryption. Read-only, write-protect, and read-write modes. Super speed USB 3.1 interface with integrated cable. Unattended auto-lock feature. No admin rights needed. OS and platform independent, works on any device with a USB port. Layer of super tough epoxy resin over all components. Edge, enhanced dual generating encryption technology. The diskAshur2 SSD offers advanced portable data security via built-in FIPS PUD 197 validated AES-XTS 256-bit hardware encryption engine. The data encryption key is randomly generated by a Common Criteria IL4+ ready random number generator and protected by FIPS validated wrapping algorithms. A dedicated onboard Common Criteria IL4+ ready microprocessor enhances security through true random number generation and built-in cryptography. Active shield technology and physical mechanisms protect the drive from external tamper, bypass laser attacks, and fault injections. The diskAshur2 SSD's microprocessor reacts to all forms of automated hacking attempts by entering the deadlock frozen state where the device can only restart through a power-on reset procedure. The security lock feature protects the device against any unauthorized firmware modifications from the host side, fully protected against bad USB. The microprocessor uses algorithms to encrypt both the data and the encryption key, giving you the peace of mind of knowing that your data is protected at any given time. FIPS PUD 197 validated encryption algorithm. Employing AES-XTS 256-bit hardware encryption, the diskAshur2 SSD seamlessly encrypts all data on the drive in real time, keeping your data safe even if the drive is removed from its enclosure. USB 3.1 fast transfer. With USB 3.1 data transfer speeds of 294 MBs, read, and 319 MBs, write, the drive gives you fast access to your files. The diskAshur2 SSD is also backward compatible with USB 2.0 and 1.1 ports. Brute force hack defense mechanism. The diskAshur2 SSD is intelligently programmed to protect against all forms of brute force attacks. After 5 consecutive incorrect PIN entries the drive freezes, requiring the drive to be disconnected and reconnected to the USB port to get 5 further PIN entry attempts. If 5 further consecutive incorrect PIN attempts are entered, the diskAshur2 SSD freezes again. To get 5 final PIN attempts, 15 in total, the shift button must be pressed whilst inserting the USB cable into the USB port and then a preset PIN needs to be entered. On the 15th consecutive incorrect PIN entry, the diskAshur2 SSD assumes it is being attacked. At this point the drive deletes the encryption key and locks itself, rendering all data previously stored on it lost forever. In such an event the drive can be reset to factory default settings and redeployed. Self-destruct feature. You can pre-program the diskAshur2 SSD with your own unique self-destruct pin which, once implemented, instantly deletes the encryption key, all pins, and data, after which a new encryption key is created. Drive reset feature. The diskAshur2 SSD also employs a drive reset feature, which can be implemented with a unique command. This clears all pins and data, and creates a new randomly generated encryption key, enabling the drive to be reset and redeployed as many times as needed. Tamper-proof design. In addition to incorporating a secure microprocessor and encrypting the data in the encryption key, the diskAshur2 SSD adds another barrier between your data and a hacker. All the components of the diskAshur2 SSD are completely covered by a layer of super tough epoxy resin, which is virtually impossible to remove without causing permanent damage to the components. This barrier prevents potential hackers from accessing the drive's critical components. Data at rest protection. All data and encryption keys are always encrypted while at rest. Wear-resistant epoxy-coated keypad. The diskAshur2 SSD's wear-resistant epoxy-coated keypad hides key usage to avoid tipping off would-be hackers to commonly used keys. In the box, iStorage 4TB diskAshur2 USB 3.1 encrypted portable SSD, racing green. Protective travel case. Limited 3-year warranty. iStorage diskAshur2 specs. Storage capacity 4 TB. Connection interface 1x USB 3.2 USB 3.1 Gen 1 USB Type A. Maximum read speed 294 MBs. Maximum write speed 319 MBs. Encryption 256-bit XTS AES. Internal drive. Type solid-state drive. External enclosure. Security features password protection. Power source USB bus power. IP rating IP56. Dimensions, LXWXH, 4.9x 3.3x 0.7 inches 124.0x 84.0x 19.0 millimeters. Weight 6.35 ounces 180 grams. Packaging info. Package weight 1.035 pounds. Box dimensions, LXWXH, 8.4x 6.3x 2.8 inches.
Quick Start Guide. diskAshur2 Quick Start Guide. iStorage provides the following helpful resources. Website, www.istorageuk.com, email, support@istorageuk.com, telephone, +44 020 8991 6260. iStorage technical support specialists are available from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. GMT, Monday to Friday. diskAshur2 QSG v4.0. Quick Start Guide. Thank you for purchasing the iStorage diskAshur2. Your diskAshur2 is pre-formatted in exFAT and shipped with a default admin pin of 11,223,344, and although it can be used straight out of the box with the default admin pin, for security reasons, we highly recommend that a new admin pin be created immediately by following the instructions under the heading Changing the Admin Pin. Standby state /locked, user mode /unlocked, admin mode. First time use. Your diskAshur2 undergoes a rapid self-test to verify all security components are working properly each time you plug into a powered USB port. The LEDs will go through 3 test stages, blinking in sequence red, green and blue, followed by 2 green blinks and then to red, standby state, on a successful test. Any test failure will force the diskAshur2 to securely reset itself and automatically resume the self-test without affecting the security characteristics or any data stored on the drive. To unlock the diskAshur2 for the first time with the default admin pin, insert the integrated USB 3.1 cable to a powered USB port and follow the instructions in the table below. Desk lock. Slot connection. LED lights. Alphanumeric keypad. Integrated USB 3.1 cable. Lock. Shift. Unlock. 1. In standby state, solid red LED. Enter the default admin pin 11,223,344 and then press the unlock button. Green and blue LEDs will alternately blink several times and then to a solid blue LED, changing to a blinking green and finally to a solid green LED. 3. diskAshur2 QSG v4.0. Note: once the diskAshur2 has been successfully unlocked, the green LED will remain on and in a solid state. It can be locked down immediately by pressing the lock button once or by, strongly recommended, clicking the Safely Remove Hardware/Eject icon within your operating system. Changing the admin pin. Pin requirement. Pins must be a minimum length of 7 and maximum 15 digits. Cannot contain all sequential numbers, 2,345,678 or 9,876,543. Cannot contain all repeating numbers, 1,111,111. The Shift key can be used for additional combinations, for example Shift +1 is a separate value to just 1. To change the admin pin to your own unique 7 to 15 digit pin, follow the steps below. 1. In standby state, solid red LED, press and hold down both the unlock and number 1 buttons. Solid red LED will change to blinking green and blue LEDs. 2. Enter your admin pin, default 11,223,344, and press the unlock button. Green and blue LEDs blink rapidly together for a few seconds, then to a solid green and finally a solid blue LED, indicating the diskAshur2 is in admin mode. 3. In admin mode, solid blue LED, press and hold down unlock +2 buttons. Solid blue LED will change to blinking green and solid blue LEDs. 4. Enter your new admin pin and press unlock button. Blinking green and solid blue LEDs will switch to a single green LED blink and then back to blinking green and solid blue LEDs. 5. Re-enter your new admin pin and press unlock button. Blinking green and solid blue LEDs change to a rapidly blinking blue LED and finally to a solid blue LED, indicating the admin pin has been successfully changed. 6. To exit admin mode, press the lock solid red LED, indicates the drive is locked and in button. The standby state. 4. diskAshur2 QSG v4.0. Adding a new user pin in addition to the admin pin. In addition to the admin pin, the diskAshur2 can be configured with an independent user pin. To create a new user pin, follow the steps below. 1. In standby state, solid red LED, press and hold down both the unlock and number 1 buttons. Solid red LED will change to blinking green and blue LEDs. 2. Enter your admin pin, default 11,223,344, and press the unlock button. Green and blue LEDs blink rapidly together for a few seconds, then to a solid green and finally a solid blue LED, indicating the diskAshur2 is in admin mode. 3. In admin mode, solid blue LED, press and hold down unlock +3 buttons. Solid blue LED will change to blinking green and solid blue LEDs. 4. Enter your new user pin and press unlock button. Blinking green and solid blue LEDs will switch to a single green LED blink and then back to blinking green and solid blue LEDs. 5. Re-enter your new user pin and press unlock button. Green LED rapidly blinks for a few seconds, then changes to a solid blue LED, indicating the user pin has been successfully created. 6. To exit admin mode, press the lock solid red LED, indicates the drive is locked and in button. The standby state. Unlocking with either the admin or user pin. Unlock with admin pin, pin +1. To unlock the diskAshur2 as admin, enter your admin pin and then press the unlock button. Green and blue LEDs will alternately blink several times and finally changing to a solid green LED, indicating the drive is unlocked and ready to use as admin. Unlock with user pin, +2. To unlock the diskAshur2 as the user, press the unlock button, all LEDs will blink on and off, then enter your user PIN and press the unlock button again. Green and blue LEDs will alternately blink several times and finally changing to a solid green LED indicating the drive is unlocked and ready to use as the user. For more features and detailed instructions, please refer to the user manual preloaded on your new diskAshur2 and also available on our website. 5. diskAshur2 QSG v4.0. diskAshur2. diskAshur2. How to unlock your diskAshur2? There are two different ways to unlock your diskAshur2. You can either use admin or user PIN to unlock your drive. To unlock your diskAshur2 using the admin PIN, please follow the steps below. Insert the integrated USB cable to a powered USB port of your host device. To access the diskAshur2 as admin, first enter your admin PIN and then press the unlock button. The green and blue LEDs will alternately blink several times and finally change to a solid green LED indicating the drive is unlocked and ready to use as admin. To unlock your diskAshur2 using the user PIN, please follow the steps below. Insert the integrated USB cable to a powered USB port of your host device. To access the diskAshur2 as the user, first press the unlock button, then enter your user PIN and press the unlock button again. The green and blue LEDs will alternately blink several times and finally change to a solid green LED indicating the drive is unlocked and ready to use as the user. How many unique pins can I create on my diskAshur2? You can set one admin pin and one user pin on your diskAshur2. What happens if I forget my user pin? You can try unlocking your drive with the user pin to access your data. If the user pin has not been created, the only option would be to reset your diskAshur2. After the reset process, all the pins, the encryption key and data will all be permanently deleted. The drive will need to be formatted and partitioned before it can be reused. Can I use diskAshur2 without the PIN? The iStorage diskAshur2 is a full disk encryption product. The only way to gain access to your data is by entering correct admin or user PIN. Without the PIN, it is impossible to unlock and access data on your diskAshur2. What encryption algorithm is used in diskAshur2? The iStorage diskAshur2 uses military-grade IS-XTS 256-bit algorithm. Can I use my diskAshur2 on different operating systems? The iStorage diskAshur2 employs no software components and hence is totally platform independent. That means that it is universally compatible with all operating systems and electronic devices equipped with a powered USB port. Please make sure that your drive is formatted to the correct file system required by your operating system. I unlock my diskAshur2, but I cannot see my drive on my PC. The green LED is flashing. What does that mean? The flashing green LED light means that the drive is trying to connect. Please try a different USB port. If you are using a USB hub or USB extension cable, please try connecting your diskAshur2 directly to the USB port. We also recommend trying to access your drive from a different PC/device if possible. I unlock my diskAshur2, but I cannot see my drive on my PC. The green LED is solid. What does that mean? The solid green LED light means that the drive is unlocked and connected. If you cannot see your drive, please refer to Disk Management, Windows OS/Disk Utility, Mac OS/Disks, Linux OS, and see if you can find your diskAshur2 there. You might be asked to initialize, allocate and format the drive to the correct file system required by your OS. For more information, please refer to initializing and formatting the diskAshur2 in the product manual. My diskAshur2 keeps randomly disconnecting on Windows July 8, 2010. What can I do to stop that from happening? This issue might be caused by power saving setting on your PC. We would recommend making the below changes in order to resolve the disconnecting problem. Please go to Control Panel Power Options and stop the PC from going to sleep. Please see the screenshot below. Then, please go to Advanced Settings in Power Options and make appropriate changes as shown below. Turn off hard disk after 999,999 minutes. USB Selective Suspend setting, disabled. Below is the screenshot of how it should look like. If you are a Windows 8.1 or Windows 10 user and the above steps do not help and your diskAshur2 is still disconnecting, that may be caused by a problem called USB selective suspend. This error first occurred with Windows 8 and rolled over with Windows 10 and Server 2012 R2. This bug stops the Windows Update service from fully installing the vendor ID and product ID for the iStorage product into the Windows registry. This is vital information for the registry to have and stops the devices from disconnecting after a set amount of time. We have contacted Microsoft about this matter, and they have provided a fix for this issue. It can be downloaded directly from our website by following the link http://iStorage.com/wp content/theme/assets/files/win8_suspend_issue.zip. Please unzip the contents of this file, extract to your desktop and follow the instructions on page 2 of the PDF document included in the archive. My diskAshur2 keeps randomly disconnecting on Mac OS. What can I do to stop that from happening? To resolve this issue, please go to System Preferences, Energy Saver and disable Put Hard Disks to Sleep when possible. We also recommend to tick Prevent Computer from sleeping automatically when the display is off. Please see the screenshot below for guidance. I cannot access my diskAshur2. All 3 LEDs are on solid. What should I do? 3 solid LEDs mean that your diskAshur2 has been brute force attacked. That happens when the admin or user PIN is entered incorrectly 10 times. Please follow the following steps to switch your drive back to standby mode, where you will have 5 final attempts to enter your PIN correctly. Please note that you will only have 5 additional attempts before the drive will activate the brute force mechanism and self-reset. The reset process will delete all pins, admin and user, the encryption key and data. Unplug the drive from the USB port. Press and hold the shift button and replug your drive into the host whilst holding the shift button. All 3 LEDs, red, green and blue, will light up and blink together. Release shift button. With all LEDs blinking, enter 47867243 and press the unlock button to get your 5 final attempts to unlock the drive. Please describe what happens next, which LEDs will show up after pressing unlock, what to do next. Refer to the user manual how to unlock diskAshur2 with admin or user PIN. What is bad USB and are iStorage devices susceptible to this exploit? Bad USB is a theoretical exploit that was presented by SR Labs at the Black Hat Conference in August 2014. SR Labs demonstrated a vulnerability in one USB device that allowed malicious code to be programmed into the USB controller through a firmware update process. The attack described is very sophisticated and, in the case of iStorage products, would require advanced knowledge of our USB controller, a leaked version of our firmware, the programming tool to update our controller, the password used for our programming tool and an in-depth understanding of the device's functionality. According to SR Labs, the fail-safe method to eliminate this threat is to simply disable the ability to update the controller's firmware. Many of iStorage devices shipping today, including all our USB 3.0 security products, already have the firmware locked, which prevents field updates to the USB controller. As a continuous improvement, iStorage is locking down the firmware on all USB controllers used in iStorage devices to safeguard against this vulnerability. We recommend checking our website periodically for notices regarding bad USB and security updates. Back to top products. Encrypted flash drives. Encrypted HDDs/SSDs. Encrypted cloud module. Remote management. Accessories. Where to buy. Media. Product reviews. Press releases. Case studies. Videos. Awards. GDPR. Support. Contact support. Ask an expert. FAQ warranty. Request RMA product documents. Free evaluation. Product registration form. iStorage. About us. Contact us. Government certifications. iStorage patents. Product compliance. Become a partner. Create an account. Sign up to our newsletter. Careers. diskAshur2 datasheet. Main features. Maximum protection for your data. The diskAshur2 USB 3.2 HDD/SSD is an ultra-secure, PIN-authenticated, hardware-encrypted portable hard drive. Using the device couldn't be easier. Simply connect the integrated cable to any computer and enter a 715-digit PIN. If the correct PIN is entered, all data stored on the drive will be decrypted and accessible. To lock the drive, simply eject it from the host computer and all data stored on the device will be encrypted, full disk encryption, using military-grade IS-XTS 256-bit hardware encryption. The diskAshur2 incorporates an onboard common criteria IL5+, hardware certified, secure microprocessor, which employs built-in physical protection mechanisms designed to defend against external tamper, bypass attacks and more. The device reacts to an automat-ed attack by entering the deadlock frozen state. In plain and simple terms, without the PIN there's no way in. OS and platform independent. 100% hardware encryption, platform/device independent, works with all operating systems. Compatible with MS Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, Chrome, Thin clients, Zero clients, embedded systems, Citrix and VMware. No speed degradation. As fast as any non-encrypted drive. Auto lock. The diskAshur2 automatically locks when unplugged from the host computer or power to the USB port is turned off and can also be set to automatically lock after a predetermined amount of time. Wear-resistant epoxy-coated keypad. Designed with protection in mind, the wear-resistant epoxy-coated keypad hides key usage to avoid tipping off a potential hacker to commonly used keys. Brute force hack defense mechanism. Self-destruct feature. You can pre-program the drive with your own unique self-destruct pin which, once implemented, instantly deletes the encryption key, all pins, data and then creates a new encryption key. Tamper-proof design. All of the components of the drive are completely covered by a layer of super tough epoxy resin, which is virtually impossible to remove without causing permanent damage to the components. This barrier prevents a potential hacker from accessing the critical components and launching a variety of futile attacks. After 15 consecutive incorrect PIN entries, the drive assumes it is being attacked and will delete the encryption key and lock itself, rendering all data previously stored on the drive as lost forever. At this point the drive can be reset to factory default settings and redeployed. Designed, developed and assembled in the UK. Features. Real-time military-grade IS-XTS 256-bit full disk hardware encryption. Common criteria IL5+, hardware certified, secure microprocessor. FIPS Pub 197 validated encryption algorithm. PIN authenticated, supports independent user and admin pins, 7 to 15 digits in length, no software required -100% hardware encryption. OS and platform independent. Works on any device with a USB port. Read-only, write-protect, and read/write. Brute force hack defense mechanism. Super speed USB 3.2 with integrated cable. Epoxy-coated wear-resistant keypad. Self-destruct feature. Unattended auto lock. Drive reset feature. IP56 certified, dust and waterproof, tamper-proof. Available in 4 colors, Phantom Black, Fiery Red, Racing Green, Ocean Blue. 1. LED lights. Standby state, locked user mode, unlocked admin mode. 2. Alphanumeric keypad 3. Lock. 4. Unlock. 5. Shift key. 6. Desk lock slot. 7. Integrated USB 3.2 cable. 30-day. Free evaluation. www.iStorageuk.com. Technical specifications. Hardware. USB 3.2 super speed, backward compatible with USB 1/2/3. Capacities. HDD, 500 GB, 1 TB, 2 TB, 3 TB, 4 TB, 5 TB. SSD, 128 GB / 256 GB / 512 GB / 1 TB / 2 TB / 4 TB / 8 TB / 16 TB. Speed. HDD, 160 MB per second, read, 143 MB per second, write. SSD, 361 MB per second, read, 358 MB per second, write. Dimensions, H, W, D 124 mm, 84 mm, 19 mm. HDD, 500 GB to 2 TB. 124 mm, 84 mm, 27 mm. HDD, 3 TB to 5 TB. 124 mm, 84 mm, 19 mm. SSD, 128 GB to 16 TB. Weight, approximately 216 grams. HDD, 500 GB to 2 TB. Approximately 325 grams. HDD, 3 TB to 5 TB. Approximately 180 grams. SSD, 128 GB to 16 TB. Software free, compatible with MS Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Chrome, Android, thin clients, zero clients, embedded systems, Citrix and VMware. Hardware data encryption. IS-XTS 256-bit full disk hardware encryption. Power supply. Bus powered. Ordering information. HDD, IS-DA2-256-4x20. SSD, IS-DA2-256 SSD 4x20. 4x20 equals capacity, color B equals phantom black, B equals ocean blue, R equals fiery red, GN equals racing green. Box content. Portable hard drive protective carry case quick start guide. Telephone, +44 0 20 8991 6260. Email, info@istorageuk.com. Web, www.istorageuk.com. All listed capacities within the diskAshur range is used for formatting and other functions and thus is not available for data storage. As such, the actual available capacity for data storage is less than what is listed on the products. Please note, the depth of the 3 TB to 5 TB drive is 27 mm instead of 19 mm. 124 mm